Hi, Mr. Alvarez. Thank you for meeting with me today.
Hi, Mrs. Vasquez. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate Founders Financial Group for taking the time to talk to me and interview me today.
Of course. So today I'm going to be asking a group of questions to see if you will be a good fit for our company, Founders Financial Group. Before we begin, why don't you tell me briefly about yourself?
Of course. To begin, my name is Michael Alvarez. I am 19 years old, and I currently reside in Miami, Florida. I was a 4-year varsity starter for a baseball team and a 2-year team captain and a 2-year MVP. I also went to a medically based high school called Mass Academy at Homestead, and off of this, I was able to learn a lot of good core values. Also, I was able to acquire 2 internships, one being a physical therapy aide, and 2 more on the business side, being a life insurance agent for a company called Primerica. Off of this internship, I was able to not one but get a full-time job, but 2 acquire not 1 but 2 licenses. The first being my 214 life and annuities, and the second being my health and coverage insurance.
Perfect. So I'm going to start with the questions now. So how do you plan to achieve your career goals?
To begin with this new company, I plan to acquire, set up 3 guys, and start building to open up my own agency. And once I reach 110% goal, then I would open up my own agency and start recruiting more companies into my company.
Okay, so what do you consider to be your greatest weaknesses and strengths?
To begin with my weaknesses, I would say I'm a perfectionist. It's very hard for me to move on to a task unless it's absolutely perfected. And for my strength, I'm very well driven. I like to get things done, and only that, I love to do right by others.
Interesting. So what 2 or 3 accomplishments have given you the most satisfaction and why?
For my previous company, I was the top producer for my company, and not only was I the top producer, I was the youngest and top producer for that specific company. And for 2, I was able to play a year of college baseball. This is something I've been playing. This is a sport I've been playing ever since I was 10 years old, and I put my heart and soul into this, and it took a lot of hard work to get into that position.
Okay, and what 2 or 3 things are most important to you in your job?
I would say 1 would be growth, the opportunity to actually grow into the company. And I would say 2 would be like the community inside the company, a group of guys that motivate you to be a better version of yourself every single day.
And why do you think you might like to live in Colorado, which is where our company is located?
Well, as I said previously, I am located in Miami, Florida. The city life does get kind of busy, and being in Colorado will definitely be a big change for me, considering that there is snow there and Miami has the quote-unquote beautiful tropical weather. And this is something that being uncomfortable does involve a lot of change, and change does equal growth.
100%. So are you seeking employment in a company of a certain size, and if so, why?
For me, the company, whether it's big or small, does not matter to me. Just the opportunity that I can grow inside the company and actually learn is what's most important to me.
Perfect. And do you have any questions for us that we can answer for you?
Yes, ma'am. So what would reside based off the interview we had today?
So there's a process. So after this, me and my company will look over your interview, see if you are the best candidate for our company, and then there will be a next in-person process that you would have to take, and then from there you will receive an answer if we would like to proceed with you.
Awesome. Mrs. Vasquez, I do appreciate your time, and on behalf of me, I do thank Founders Financial Group.
Well, Mr. Alvarez, it has been a pleasure meeting you and discussing your interest in our group. You'll be hearing from us soon.
Likewise. Have a good night.
Thank you. As to you too.
Bye-bye.